What an incredible pump and dump, a double pump and dump in the Mantle token. Let's have a look at what's going on here. Let's have a look at what's causing all of this. Can this rally last? Will there be another pump? Let's see what's driving this. So Mantle is currently at $1.32. It pumped, went down, pumps again. How much more often will this happen? We are currently at 46% gain in the last 24 hours. This week we went up by 64%. This year we went up by 175%. Now here is what I believe is going on. There are simply too many people currently speculating on falling prices of MNT. This is a short squeeze. Too many people bet on falling prices. Some people push up the price to then liquidate those shorts. And here's the reason why I believe this. This is token.unlocks.app. This is the Mantle token. And today is the day where the Mantle treasury gets tons of tokens. The supply pretty much doubles. And this is economics 101, right? The price is the result of demand versus supply. When the supply increases, the price should go down given the demand stays stable. So that's why a lot of people bet on falling prices. But here's the thing, that unlock doesn't happen simply to a community and they can simply directly sell off. This happens to the treasury. And that treasury is unlikely to dump all the tokens at once, right? They're rather going to release this slowly and steadily so that nobody notices. So when there's too much short demand, when too many people bet on falling prices, then it can be very profitable for the centralized exchanges and for the whales to buy up a lot of tokens, push up the price, force liquidate all of those short sellers that then have to buy back the token at a higher price. And so that's why those rallies are so erratic, right? You want to squeeze very fast. And probably as a lot of short-term traders saw this declining price, they thought, oh, this is pretty safe. Let's short again. And here is the secondary short squeeze. So the question is, how much more short interest is there? Now let's have a quick look at the fundamentals of Mantle. Does it maybe make sense to buy MNT completely independent of that squeeze? In the last month, the Mantle blockchain was growing actually quite a bit, plus 26%. It's not the leader in growth, but just look at this, right? In terms of total value locked, it is place 23. It's not too bad compared to many other chains. This is then how that looks like over time. This is the total value locked of Mantle, here measured in US dollars, but because MNT also went up, we can look at this measured in MNT tokens, and that's also increasing. So that's good. There's more and more DeFi usage of Mantle, and that's happening across various protocols. Init Capital being the largest of the protocols, but what's really growing is Agni Finance. It might make sense to have a look at that. Now here's the second reason why I believe this rally is a short squeeze. Look at this. This is the trading volume on centralized exchanges. Number one, of course, being Bybit, because this is the originator of the Mantle blockchain. It used to be called BitDAO. But have a look at this as well. There are perpetual futures where you can, with leverage, bet on either direction of the price. Now rallies like this generate a lot of attention, and let's have a look at who's buying here now. Is this small retail or is this the whales? Who's participating more in this squeeze? On the left side, we've got the number of wallets that hold at least 1,000 Mantle tokens, so roughly $1,000. It grew relatively steadily over the months, but has a massive spike just now. In the middle, we've got a 10x from the left chart. So this is now minimum holding of 10,000 tokens, also growing steadily, not as fast as the small retail, but still relatively constant with a spike right now. And here is the whales, not as constant of a growth in the last months, but also spiking up. But let's have a look at the last 30 days only. Is there maybe some constant accumulation? Or is really all of the purchases happening just in the last few hours? Here are the same kind of charts, but only for the last month. Retail bought in quite heavily. The number of retail wallets grew by like 20 or 25%. Medium-sized retail actually tended to sell and only bought now into the squeeze. The same is true for the whales. So this squeeze is definitely generating some attention, both off-chain but also on-chain. And so the big question now is, how much longer can this price stay so elevated? In case we do see a sustained rally because of all of that attention, then probably especially the tokens and the DeFi projects on Mantle will see the real secondary rallies. So this is where I believe the opportunities are. Agni Finance is specific to Mantle, so is Merchant Mo, so is Lender, so is Fusion X Finance. So that's the art in crypto, right? You don't just want to chase the pump, you want to look one step ahead. And usually it's one step further up the risk curve, the project that most people don't yet have on their radar that you want to buy low when attention is yet low. And where the people that made money with MNT during this rally might then be rolling their profits into. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish here regularly. A like would we very much appreciate as well. It helps the channel grow. There's also a free Telegram. Link is down below.